Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Sereno Insider Podcast. This is episode number 3. We appreciate you guys tuning in and checking us out. We got a show today, and it's going to be a solo show. We got a lot of information to go over, so we got a solo show. Our guest had an emergency, could not make it, but the show must go on. I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, AR Legal Team. If you're involved in an accident and you're injured, give them a call. Let them help you out. If you already have an attorney and you need a second opinion, give them a call. They'll give you a free second opinion, free consultation. Give them a call. Let them help you out. Let them help you maneuver the, your towing, your car repair, your doctor's visits and bills. And let them get you the compensation that you deserve. Once again, thank you for joining us. Welcome back to episode number 3. We had a special guest, Mellow Man Ace. If you remember him from the 80s, 90s, and even up until now, he had that great hit called Mentirosa. It was big back in the day. It was awesome. He also had another hit, Welcome to My Groove. He's a great guy. Unable to make it today. He will be back hopefully soon. But we want to say thank you to him always because he's always been a big supporter of the El Sereno community. He's been to a lot of our fundraising events. He helped out with we used to have a Helping Hands Foundation with Jaime Urbina and Freddie Herrera that both passed. So big shout out to them. And I want to thank him for helping us out with the Wilson High School Golf fundraiser. So we appreciate Mallow. He's a great guy. Check out his songs. Still big hits. All right. So, like I said, we don't have a guest today, but we're gonna continue with the community information. And we had some stuff going on where they believe it's KenX News showed there was an eviction process. The 710 houses, the Caltrans homes, were I believe taken over and claimed, and now the sheriffs are there. They're evicting this gentleman here. They showed it, I believe it's a KNX Instagram. So that was going around, and there's two sides obviously to this. A lot of the community members that have lived there, that are paying rent, that are paying their mortgages, are a little upset that these people that kind of just moved in, they kind of claimed the home, kind of just basically started living there, and they want their rights protected, their certain rights.
Whose house is it?
So,
by the way, you want to introduce me?
Yes. So I'm here with my producer, my cameraman, my videographer, my photographer, my all-around guy. He does it all. This is Fabian Barcena. Big shout out to Fabian.
What's going on, everybody? Happy to be here rocking the new El Sereno merch.
Oh, that's a nice looking shirt there, buddy.
Yep. So, are they available for purchase yet?
They are on pre-order. So if you're interested in the shirt, send a DM, send an email with your size. If you're watching the podcast, $20. So let's go.
And if you don't?
They're 25.
There it is.
There it is. So get your deal here.
Hey, so whose house is it? Is it just some random, like, do people live in that house? Does someone own it?
So here's a backstory for that. Way back, I believe it was the 60s, the Caltrans took it over. So those are state properties. They bought it out because they wanted to extend the freeway, the 710 freeway. You know, it ends on Valley. They wanted to extend it up into Pasadena. So what they did was they bought those homes, on the path. Uh-huh. They bought them out for very cheap. They claimed like eminent domain where they can just basically take the homes.
Right.
If they didn't sell them for cheap, basically. So they've been a California state property.
So no one lives there.
So they were renting them at some point.
They're renting them. Okay.
And at some point, they became vacant. And they're up and down from El Sereno all the way up, South Pasadena, and then up into Pasadena.
So how many homes do you think they own?
There is a number, an actual number. I don't know the exact number. I want to throw out like 120, but I'm not positive on that. We'll have to look into that.
If you know, let us know in the comments.
Yes. And so there were California state-owned homes. The 710 project was squashed. They're no longer going through with it. It wasn't approved. And so now they're going to sell back these homes. They're selling back the homes, and they're supposed to sell them back to the community. So there have been some people that have lived there and were renting that have gotten first dibs to those homes.
Right.
So now, they were the first to be able to purchase these homes.
Hey, I just looked it up. You're actually pretty on the money.
Pretty close?
Yeah. It says Caltrans owns approximately 120 vacant single-family homes.
Man.
That's pretty good, dude.
It's pretty amazing. Yeah, I surprised myself sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, buddy.
So that was going on. And again, they're in the process of reselling these homes back to the community. And it's supposed to be, first priority is supposed to be for residents of LA or El Sereno.
Are they gonna give them a good deal on it, or are they gonna be marked up?
Yes, they're supposed to be like good deals. They're not at the market, what do they call it? The fair market value, basically. So they're supposed to get them for good deals, and it's supposed to go to El Sereno residents first, and the people that have already renting, get priority.
Right.
If you live in the El Sereno, the 90032, you're supposed to have priority.
So you said they shut down the 710 project?
It was a 710 corridor freeway extension project, and it had been going on for years, and it had been opposed by the community because of traffic. It was just
that's the one by Alhambra, right?
Yeah. So it starts in Alhambra, runs up all the way up into El Sereno.
I seen them working on it for years.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
They just stopped.
It's just that project ended. They finally squashed it. And again,
Wow.
I believe the Caltrans, which owns it, is to sell it back now to the community.
Interesting.
So what we have now is, and here's the problems that are going on, or the issues. Some people have claimed those homes and are now getting evicted by sheriffs. And again, like I said, some of the community says, "Hey, these homes are vacant. People should be living. We're in a housing crisis. People are homeless.
Yeah.
People have nowhere to live. So why are there empty homes, basically, right?" Which kind of makes sense. But now these people, what the word is, or what some of the problem is that a lot of these people are coming from the outside. They've come from the South End, and that now are kind of claiming these homes, and so they're calling it reclaiming homes. There's actually an Instagram, and you guys might want to go check that out. I believe it's called Reclaim Homes. You can check them out. I'd love to get more information, and if whoever runs that page would like to come in and discuss this a little further, give us some more information, I'd love to have them on, and we can get a little bit more details about it.
So they're not even from LA, you're saying?
Some people are not from El Sereno. So that's what some of the complaints are, is that these people are outside people from South LA that are coming in and kind of just going into these homes and basically squatting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's no electricity, there's no plumbing.
Jeez.
And somehow, they've managed to work it out, and so the sheriffs there are you see it in the video, they're evicting them, and it doesn't look like they wanted to leave, and I don't know what the result is.
Should we play the video?
Yeah, let's play the video.
We just want you to know there are 5 people in the house.
Logan!
We just want you to know there are 5 people in the house. They are peaceful, non-violent.
Listen, man. You seem to have a good report. No one needs to get hurt over this. Don't put your hands on us. We won't put your hands on you, okay?
This is an illegal eviction.
Okay.
This is an illegal eviction.
That's right. That's right.
Hakla is evicting me. They lied in the penalty of perjury.
Okay.
So you should ask. Hakla said that they offered me permanent housing and that I rejected it.
Mm-hmm.
That is a lie. They lied on the penalty of perjury.
Okay.
So you need what you are here to evict me is wrong.
Okay.
You need to go first and ask Hakla.
No,
Where is-
I have to talk to the judge.
Wait. You need to go and ask Hakla, where is the proof that they offered me permanent housing? You need to ask yourself what you are doing for reaching an elder to the street.
70 years
Well,
old,
when
sir.
we came
70 years.
when we came here to serve you,
Shame on you.
and this is what we don't want to do.
Shame on you!
70 years old on the streets.
We tried to contact you with contact with Adult Protective Services to try. They have resources for you.
Yeah. So as you can see, it's a tough situation because again, of course, he's an older gentleman, and the deputies are there doing their job. This is not personal for them. This is their job. They gotta do what they're paid to do, and that is sometimes going out and evicting people from their homes.
Was he living and paying rent there before they decided to kick him out, or sell the homes, reclaim them? I guess.
So this is the part that we again, we'd love to hear your input from this, and if you're out watching this, put in the comments what you know from this story. I don't know exactly if this gentleman had been there for how long, and again, I don't know if he's a local El Sereno guy or somebody that just came into the community. I still don't know that. And if you do know, please let us know. I really don't know how long he's been there. So,
just from looking at it, he doesn't look like your typical squatter. You know what I mean? It looks like he was, he had broken English, but he looked, well spoken for the most part. Like he knew he was, aware of what he was saying.
oh, for sure,
You know
for
what I
sure,
mean?
that absolutely makes sense. And that's the thing, is that some of the complaints from the community is that these, like, for instance, and I'm not saying he is or he isn't because I don't know. Again, I really don't know. This is just some of the complaints that I've had, on Instagram and from talking to community members, is that these people that are kind of reclaiming these homes are outsiders, and they've been trained on what to say, how to say it, to kind of claim these homes. So I don't know the full story. I don't know this gentleman personally. I don't know his story at all. And it's just so, there's just two points of views from the people that are saying, hey, people are homeless, take over. There's nothing wrong with them staying in this house. It's vacant. People should be living in them, which makes sense, right? And then there's community members that are like, hey, I'm paying rent. Why is this person just coming in and claiming a home, and then what I mean, gets access to a home basically.
Yeah.
So
No,
it's
I mean,
a tricky situation.
Like I've seen videos on on TikTok, Instagram of squatters, but the ones that I've seen, they're like in their 20s, they're my age.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the house is trashed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't look good. They look like drug addicts.
Yeah, for sure.
But this guy, if that is the case, if they did train him, they would train him really well.
It's like I said, I don't know where you stand on it, where the community stands on it, where it's there's I've had some opposing opinions. So I'd like to know what you guys think. Again, put in the comments. Let me know what you think. If you know the full story, let us know. And like I said, if the Reclaim the Homes Instagram page would like to come on and share their information, we'd love to have them on.
How old is this video? Do you know?
It happened Tuesday afternoon.
Dang.
Yeah. So
this
is recent.
I wonder if they're still trying actively to get him out right now. Like,
yeah, and I'd like to. I'm going to try to look into it as well and
let's
find
go down
out.
there.
We can literally go down there.
Let's go find out.
Yeah,
do some investigation.
We literally can. It's and a lot of these they're state homes, right? So they're patrolled by the California Highway Patrol, and sometimes you'll see them like literally parked in the driveways, and they're basically protecting these homes so they don't get taken over.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's very interesting. Yeah, so let us know your thoughts. Okay, El Sereno, here's something that I've been getting messages about. We used to do a free fitness boot camp and basic self-defense class We held it at El Sereno Park. We held it at Ascot Hills Park, and we had a blast.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Basic self-defense. We had some striking, punching, knees, kicks. It was a fun little workout. We did an hour. We picked one day, I believe it was a Wednesday. We did it on Wednesdays. And we, like I said, we had it at, we started at El Sereno Park. We got kicked out of there because of then council member Jose Huizar gave us some issues that we didn't have a permit to hang out and work out. So we ended up moving up to Ascot Hills Park, and we continued, obviously. And we had a blast. We had from grandmas, moms, and daughters come out, man,
really?
Like granddaughters. Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time.
And who was giving you trouble with that?
It was a council member, Jose Huizar. He was in office at the time when I started it.
Jose Weasel?
Jose Weasel, yeah, for sure. So,
dang, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, why would you try to break it up with
it was
trying to protect the community, dude?
It was
That's-
beyond
wow.
yeah, it was interesting. That's a whole different story. We don't have to get into his
Jose
story,
Weasel.
but yeah, but we like I said, we continued our boot camp, and we had a blast with it. Like I said, we had community members come out, different levels of fitness from beginners to advanced. It was actually a fun time. We had, I believe it was a Wednesday night we were doing it, and so we're thinking of bringing it back.
Yeah, you guys should do that. That'd be
Yeah,
cool. Hey,
it was actually fun.
Were you giving the class too?
I was the instructor, man.
You were the
I was
instructor?
the instructor for part of it. For most of it,
Man.
I was the instructor, man. So,
Well, you know,
hey, I used to be fit, man. I used to be fit.
hey, man, for the next program, you know who to call.
Yeah, we would definitely have you on board. We still have we had world champion. I believe he was world champion at 135. Paul Banky. Big shout out to Paul Banky and Box Fam. He came out, held the class for free for us.
Wow.
Showed us some punching strikes. We had, of course, Sanisa Estrada, another world champion.
She's a beast.
Undisputed. Local girl from the neighborhood.
Really?
She
she's
came
from
out,
Sereno?
did the
I didn't
class
know that.
for us.
Wow.
Oh yeah, she's from the neighborhood.
Okay.
Her dad as well. So it was. We had a great time. Let us know if you want to have it kick off one more time. I'd love to go out there and do it. We can do once a week.
Yeah.
Get some cardio, get some boxing, some strikes.
Yeah, well, if you guys want to learn some jiu-jitsu, you know, you want to see me tap out Vic.
There you go.
Come through.
This is a jiu-jitsu guy, so he can teach us some jiu-jitsu. And we can get back in shape. It's summertime. I think everybody needs to get in shape. And you know, fitness is man, it's key. It can help your whole world turn around, man. A little bit of cardio, a little bit of exercise, a little bit of weights can actually brighten your day, get you fit, get your mind right.
Yeah,
So
no,
if it's time, you know, it's time. If it's that time, and you know if it's time, let's get this going. Get in shape.
It's time.
Yeah, it's time.
Hey, you know, like for me working out, like I'm trying to get back into it like more consistently, but when I don't work out, like I feel like mentally, man, like it
Drained, right?
I'm not the same person.
Right.
I don't have the same energy. You know, I'm even like, you know, down at, like I'm more negative to myself because I know I should be in the gym doing something at least every day.
Exactly.
So, you know, as much as, you know, working out does for you physically, I feel like it does 10 times more mentally.
100%. 100%. You know, I like to run, and you guys have probably seen me running in the neighborhood. You guys used to see me a lot more. I really haven't ran in a long time, but I like running the streets. So running like clears my mind. And I have a bad knee, so I feel worse when I'm not running. And even if I have to deal with a little bit of pain, you know, it's definitely worth it, and the benefits outweigh, you know, the little bit of pain that you have to go through. And just real quick, if you want to start, man, let's say you want to run a marathon. I'll just give you a quick tip. So you don't, people tend to get a little crazy. If you want to run a marathon and you get up, you know, you haven't done anything, start with, you know, a lap around the block. Start by walking, you know, 1 lap, go to 3 laps, go to 5 laps. Don't try to kill, go 13 miles the first day, because that's how people end up quitting or hurt.
Yeah.
And that's the tough part. Start little by little, take it step by step, be patient, be kind to yourself, and then just stay focused, stay consistent.
Gotta do something every day.
Every day, just a little bit. A little bit is better than nothing.
A little bit every day. That's what El Sereno legend Joe Gutierrez tells me.
Oh, is that right? Okay, yeah. He's a baseball guy.
Yeah, if you know Joe Gutierrez, or you ever pass by El Sereno baseball field, he's there every day, 6 a.m., taking about 20, 30 ground balls, 20, 30 swings, boom, calls it a day.
Yeah, and I used to run around there and see Joe Gutierrez and another friend, an El Sereno, another El Sereno legend, Mr. Mike Loya. Big shout out to him. He's taught
Mr. Mike
kids,
Loya. Yep.
all ages, all levels. Some have gone on to play pro, right?
Yeah, pro baseball in Mexico.
Yeah.
Here in the States. Mike Loya, Joe Gutierrez. Those are like my uncles, man.
Yeah, those great guys.
I've known Joe since I was 7 years old.
Wow.
I'm 28 now.
Wow.
And,
Did you ever go train there at El Sereno Park?
Dude, I was there all the time. Like
there you go.
Like almost every other day in the summers.
Beautiful.
In the summers, man, it was so. Joe's such Joe and Mike, bro. They're such good people. They put on little clinics for little kids to come in. Sure. So like in the summers, I remember the older guys would come in early, get their work in, and then all the little munch kids would come, and it'd be
Shag
like
balls,
and it'd be like a little like clinic thing.
Yeah, for sure, man.
And we do that like every weekday in the summer.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
He probably still does it.
Yeah, they're still out there.
Yeah,
they're still out there. They're still training and practicing, and you got kids from all over the city coming in to train at El Sereno Park.
Yeah.
So man, it's a beautiful park. That's why I love it so much. Beautiful little town. Big shout out to Mike Loya, Joe Gutierrez, but Mike Loya is our Wilson baseball coach now. So they did great this season. I don't know exactly how far they went, but
I heard they beat Marshall.
I believe they did.
I heard they beat Marshall.
I believe they did.
Yeah,
He's a Marshall boy.
Yeah, I went to Marshall.
So yeah,
and I don't claim Marshall. I just went to school there. So I'm glad you guys beat them. Let's go Wilson.
So good job, Mike Loya. And I just want a quick shout out to Mike Loya's parents, man. They were sweethearts, both mom and dad. They passed, but oh man, they were beautiful people. So big shout out to him and his family.
And if it wasn't for Mike Loya and Joe Gutierrez, man, I wouldn't have gone to play college baseball at a D2 level. So they always had my back. If your kid plays baseball, wants to go to the next level, they're practicing every morning, or just leave a comment and I'll put their information to give private lessons. So shout out to them.
So like I said, man, there's a bunch of talent coming out of El Sereno. We've always had it. Another good coach that coaches girls, boys, Jolly Felix. She went to UCLA. She's the last person to wear number 42. She grew up in El Sereno. She did go play at Lincoln High School. And then, like I said, she goes back. She coaches. She does clinics as well at El Sereno Park. So big shout out to her. Hopefully we'll have her on as well pretty soon. So
Jelly,
looking forward to that.
I've seen her all the time in the mornings. She's a beast, man.
Yeah.
And I know she's a great coach too.
Yeah. So again, we're thinking about doing the boot camp. So if you're interested and you really want to do that, want to start that back up, and let us know. Let me know. We'll pick a date during the week, and we'll get back out there and start working out. Have some fun. All right, everybody. So here we were. I met up with Robert Risque, which is a longtime DJ, John Shooten Wilson guy. They play at the Offbeat. It's a local little place in Highland Park. They have some great dance music. It's a great little place to hear music. He plays at Havana House in Alhambra, and they recently did a Franklin reunion where they play like 80s, 90s music, like freestyle, the old like Spanish rock and rock en español type of stuff. And it was they had a great turnout. And what he mentioned was, let me know what you guys think, having either a Wilson one or having a battle of the DJs, El Sereno versus Lincoln versus Franklin, all the local Northeast LA schools and battles. That
Sounds intense, bro. Sounds like you're gonna have to bring out the varsity jacket for that one, dude.
I might have to, man. I still have it. I still wear it, so I definitely might have to do that. Bring out the tres flores, for the hair. I still wear it, by the way. And
yeah, I think you're gonna have to have everybody sign some waivers, bro.
Yeah, for
make
sure.
you don't break a hip out there.
Yeah, I know. No kidding. And back in the day, the flyers, they used to have flyers. We'll post one where it would say like, all right, for these crews are invited and no snappers.
Hey,
it would say no snappers.
hey, do you know what would be cool, bro? If we filmed like a old like a 80s 90s montage of like you like posting the flyers everywhere. You know what I mean? And like just,
telephone booths.
Yeah. Dude.
Actually, they used to go to the malls, man. They used to go to Montebello Town Center.
Let's do that, bro.
Flyers.
Dude, just and then put like a 80s like soundtrack over it.
That'd be hilarious, man. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, post it on your Instagram, dude.
That'd be a big hit, probably, man.
I think so.
That'd be fun. But hey, that's up in the air. And the DJs. We had a DJ Guilty Willie. We had DJ Rudy. Little Rudy's awesome. We had Juan Salazar. So, hey, any other DJs from El Sereno, let's go. Let's get it going, and we'll have a good time. I think that'll be a good idea. So, on Saturday at the skate park, they have a big event going on. We'll post the Instagram in a bit, and you can check it out. Make sure you go out there, show up. It should be a good time. If you're a skater, no skater, I guess they're gonna have food and some activities, so it should be a fun time.
It's at what skate park?
El Sereno Skate Park.
El Sereno Skate
So
Park.
it's the El Sereno Park, El Sereno Skate Park. Cool little event going on there. I'm not a skater, but I'm gonna go check it out. So I'll be there. Maybe you can come out with me, get your camera, talk to some people there. Okay, so another big event coming up is June 28th is the 4th of July parade. The Bicentennial Committee hosts it. Jenny Guerrero and her mother and Mrs. Garcia, which is a good friend of a good friend of mine's mother. It was good to see her at some of the events. She's awesome. They put on they do a great job of hosting events and putting that on. So June 28th is the parade. The only thing that I've never really liked about that is that they sometimes it's like a week, right? Like this. It's a week in advance.
So this one is again
like this one is a week in advance, and so it's not like close to the 4th of July or on the 4th of July, right? So what ends up happening is that they sometimes they have some really cool fireworks shows put on by CD14, so that the fireworks go off, and El Sereno, man, celebrates. It feels like all month. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So. The fireworks go on from, say, that Saturday, or it's a Saturday, right? The 28th is a Saturday. So the fireworks will kick off Saturday night, and it won't stop
till next Saturday?
Till like August. And I don't know how, man, the fireworks seem to never run out. If you're in El Sereno, you know what I'm talking about. It's a big complaint that I get a lot in my Instagram page is that, man, it's like a war zone. It's crazy. It just goes off and off and off. And the sad part about it, I mean, it's fun. It's beautiful to watch. But the crazy part is that it's illegal to have fireworks in the city of LA first, right? And on top of that, the pets, of course, if you have dogs, bro.
Yeah.
If you have dogs,
so bad.
Oh my God, the cats. We have a lot of runaway dogs. They're scared. They're confused. They're anxious. It's kind of heartbreaking to see, the reactions that they have. So, oh man, if you could just let's hold it down, maybe like a week or 2 weeks. Set your fireworks off, and then let's call it a day. Save them for next year, man. But yeah, that's one of the big complaints is that they just go on so long. And again, the dogs, our seniors, our elderly people, man, it's hard. It's tough for them.
Yeah,
it's tough for them.
I remember one summer I was working. Do you know where Griffles is?
Yeah.
My uncle was the custodian manager.
Really?
There. So I worked there for like a whole summer one time.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, dusting stuff. It was just kind of killing time, to be honest. Anyways, so I worked on the 4th of July there, and the whole facility no one was there because I didn't get the memo that there was no work. I called my
So you
uncle.
show up?
I was like, hey, no one's here. I was like, you still want me to work? Like, can I still get the hours? Because it's overtime. Right? And he was like, yeah, go ahead. I was like, oh, so I just got. I was with I was Willie and Jesse, my two brother and friend.
Yeah.
And we went to the top of the hill, and we just kicked
Free fireworks show,
just
right?
kicked it, man, and watched East LA just freaking go crazy, man. Like
it's
it
a
was,
legit fireworks show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's something that you would like pay money for.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
And then they're like those legit fireworks. They're shooting off these. They're those expensive fireworks, man. And it's a show for sure. So yeah, man. Like I said, if possible, if possible, we can hold it down to like at least just 2 weeks and not the whole month, because it's and you should see like the smoke.
No, it's
the next
insane.
morning.
Yeah,
the
no,
next morning, still a haze of smoke.
Yeah,
you smell the
It
fireworks.
looks like the end of the world.
Yeah, for sure. It's a war zone, man.
Hey, have you ever seen like something? Like, has a firework ever gone through like a car window, like in El Sereno, like something that you've seen? Like, personally?
Not that I've seen. Thank goodness, no, nothing that I've seen. I'm sure it's happened. You know, people lose their hands, their fingers.
I know, yeah.
People lose an eye, especially when alcohol's involved in it. You know, you always get that drunk deal lighting up those, those big old cannonballs or whatever the hell they are. So it's always tough.
I'm good on that, dude. I never mess with the fireworks.
Yeah.
I'm chill drinking.
Yeah.
Watch
the show. Watch the show from afar, for sure. Yeah. So if you're out there, you're gonna set up some fireworks. Be careful. Be safe. And like I said, hopefully we hold it down to 2.
Unless you want to make a cool story for your grandkids, and go ahead.
yeah. This is how I blew my hand off, son. Yeah. So yeah, we got that coming on, and it should be fun. We're gonna be in that parade, so we're gonna have a little team out there in the parade. So that should be fun and exciting. It's always hot, but it's always fun. So we'll see you there. Also, I wanted to touch bases on a little bit. LAPD Hollenbeck Division has a Citizens Academy, and it's for anybody that lives in the community in Hollenbeck Division, not only El Sereno, but all of Hollenbeck, that wants to learn a little bit about what officers go through, how they train, and what they train for. You want to be a part of that and learn a little bit about that. I recommend you join. It's a cool little academy, and again, it gives you a different perspective on what officers deal with and what they have to go through. And again, I want to thoughts and prayers go out to a Baldwin Park police officer that was shot and killed in the line of duty. It's a tough job. It's a thankless job, and it's a job that they don't get a lot of support, a lot of love, obviously because they have to do things that take people's freedoms and a lot going on in society right now. But again, we thank the people that are out there serving their community, and again, our thoughts and prayers to the family and the department and all law enforcement.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you guys.
Yeah, no, I feel like in the schools they should start like teaching more about what police do from day to day,
sure.
So that way they grow up with more respect. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
I think like because of TikTok and Instagram, you see all these things. So in a kid's mind, they might get warped and like, oh, police are bad.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I
Yeah,
feel like
for
they
sure.
should build that like foundation.
Yeah, and talking about respect, here's what I wanted to touch on. El Sereno Junior High, if you remember, there was a time El Sereno Junior High, it's the middle school now, but it was El Sereno Junior High, and our motto was respect for people. And it was great, man. It was great because as a kid, you come and that was our motto, respect for people. So it didn't matter, you can have a difference of opinion, you can be black, Mexican, white, it didn't matter. It was always just respect for people. So it was a great model. I don't know why they stopped that. But it's something that was awesome that kind of we grew up with, and I think we should probably bring that back because I mean it says it all right there. Respect for people.
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
People are losing their respect for people and they're losing their manners. Like today, I was at the gym. I opened the door for 3 women. Right, I walk in front of them. open the door, and they just walk by
No,
me,
thank
right?
you.
And then this is where it's funny. Like I'm turning into my dad, you know. they walked by, and I was like, "You're welcome."
Yeah,
Right? Now
yeah.
thank you.
Yeah,
you know? I
yeah.
was
It
like,
doesn't
man.
hurt to say thank you, man. It's just simple things. Respect for people. And oh, by the way, talking about respect for people, we'll get on this. It's June. It's Pride Month. So again, for all you people that are LGBTQ plus, it's Pride Month, and be proud. Look, we've come to that point where we kind of covered a couple of topics that we thought we should discuss. Again, it's we had to keep the show going. So again, we appreciate you tuning in. We got some great guests coming and lined up. We're going to talk a little bit about our state Senate seat 26 is basically up for grabs right now. We got a lot of candidates starting to campaign, so we want to see if they want to come in and share their position, their thoughts, their plans for the El Sereno community. The state Senate seat 26 covers El Sereno, Lincoln Heights, Cypress Park, Koreatown. It's a pretty big East LA, City Terrace. I think even like Echo Park.
Wow.
It's a big district. So we look forward to having these candidates come in and share their stories and their plans for our communities. So stay tuned, stay posted. Please share anything that you want to know, want to learn, any guests you want to see on the show, anybody you want to connect us with. Let's bring them on board. Again, please subscribe to the channel, share it, like it. We appreciate any feedback that you may have. We appreciate it. Like I said, we're here for you guys. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. I want to give another quick shout out to Ray Lara for coming in and sharing his stories with Fernando Valenzuela. There was some stuff that I didn't go over with him that I wanted to, because I just, I get involved in conversations. Same with Isabel Jurado, our council member. So I appreciate them coming in and sharing their stories and being a part of this community. And we appreciate them. We appreciate you guys. So stay tuned for episode 4. We'll have a special guest come in and share their stories. So we'll see you soon. Subscribe, like, and share.